How do you think this is going to work out?
I think that's fine.
Interrogating people.
I think it's horrifying.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we've got a great show planned for you. And these politicians right here, well, they said that ICE at airports would be a disaster. But then we've got a guy walking through the Phoenix airport that just said, thank you, ICE. It's going to be that kind of a show, my friends. So let's find out exactly what's going on in that liberal pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
The last thing that the American people need are for untrained ICE agents to be deployed at airports all across the country.
Seems pretty benign.
No one trusts that ICE is going to make things better. They're going to be interrogating people, dragging parents from their children.
He's taking that agency that is reckless and out of control and bringing them to our airports. Under the lie that somehow this is going to help deal with the long lines that he created in the first place.
Well, seems like it's going pretty good. I mean, look, the lie is that they're saying President Trump is responsible for creating this chaos at the airport, but no, that is not correct at all. It is the Democrats who shut down the funding for the TSA because they're throwing a temper tantrum, and it's because they are not getting paid that all this chaos is happening at the airports. I'm thankful for Trump to put in the ICE agents. I think that's a really genius move, and it seems to be alleviating lines. They're picking up a few people here and there that are not supposed to be here. So I think all the way around, it's a good thing. So I don't know, but you're just trying to gaslight us, Booker, and all the rest of you Dems.
Donald Trump, let's be clear! Donald Trump, let's be clear! Immigrants are welcome here!
Wow. I love how these spontaneous protests pop up at the airports and other places. And did you notice all of their signs said the same thing? And they were all professionally printed. Now, how is that? It's almost like somebody was pulling strings in the background. Looking at you, Soros. And here is exactly how a lib sees an ICE agent when they're at the airport. It's not flattering, but they're all insane.
Which hole did you crawl out of, boy? You sure you ain't three Mexicans in a trench coat?
Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
The reason your child's wearing Dora the Explorer backpack. Are you f***ing with me, boy? Okay.
Okay.
And what do you do for work, huh? Let me guess.
Landscaping?
No? All right. Which fence you hop over from? You're Filipino? What kind of Mexican is that? If you are walking in my direction, you'll be perceived as a threat.
Trump is putting ICE agents to do airport security. How do you think this is going to work out?
Pretty good, I think.
Right now,
Overall.
because of the government shutdown, TSA agents aren't getting paid. So if you're not getting paid, they're not showing up to work. And now airports across the country are seeing 2-3 hour security lines.
Yeah.
And it's getting worse every day. So the government solution? Send ICE agents to the airport to help manage security lines.
Well, I mean, that seems pretty obvious. They're funded through 2029 thanks to the 4D chess that President Trump plays. Okay, go on.
This whole operation is being led by Tom Homan, the border czar. Now, here's what they're telling.
That's actually a good thing. So less friction all the way around. Because, he worked for Obama and actually got a medal from Obama for his work at the border when Obama was deporting everybody just willy-nilly and nobody cared. But that's a different story.
Telling you, don't worry. There's not going to be any immigration enforcement. Come on. ICE is immigration enforcement. So let's be real for a second. If an ICE agent is standing there checking IDs and they come across someone who they think is undocumented, what do you think they're going to do? Just wave them through? That's not how ICE works. So this is what's likely to happen. People are going to get questioned. People are going to get pulled out of line. Families may be separated. And other travelers are going to stand there watching people perhaps getting arrested. And a lot of people are warning, including me, that this could increase a lot of tension at the airport security lines. And quite frankly, ICE isn't even trained for security screening. Is this?
I think what we're seeing now is that a lot of these illegals just aren't going to the airports because ICE is there. And that is one of the big reasons why the lines have decreased so fast. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Making us safer? And here's the craziest part. The entire shutdown is because of a fight over immigration enforcement and ICE. So politicians can't agree on where we draw the line on what ICE can and can't do. TSA workers aren't getting paid. Airports start breaking down, and the solution? Bring in ICE. You've now created a bigger problem for the public than the one you were trying to solve by creating this government shutdown in the first place. And
yeah, Dems, you're the reason why it's shut down. So looking at you, Schumer.
And listen, I've been practicing immigration law for more than 30 years. When you put immigration enforcement into everyday spaces, including airports, that's when things spiral out of control fast. Just my opinion.
Will, that's not what their proposal does. That is not what their proposal does. Their carve-outs actually keep in place funding mechanisms that would allow ICE to continue to deport people, to conduct abuses without civil liberties being protected.
Deporting illegal immigrants is the job of ICE.
American
and
citizens.
that's lost in this entire thing. You're doing this all to keep illegal immigrants in America.
If you would let me
in this next clip from the BBC, you're going to see people go full spectrum from totally happy with ICE to absolutely terrified. How can that be? Let's take a look.
Sure, it makes a lot of people nervous, and it's sad because I bet a lot of people have a lot of anxiety coming to the airport.
I think if it means shorter lines, then awesome. We appreciate the help.
It's scary. I'm scared because
I guarantee you that lady watches nothing but CNN and MS Now. So.
Because of what's going on in our country. It's so hard, all of this happening.
If it works to get people through quicker, I'm fine with it.
I think it's horrifying. It's a little alarming.
Horrifying.
Honestly, I think it'll be a good look. And if it's making America safe.
I personally think that is a little bit of an extreme measure.
I think that's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with them bringing ICE in.
It's helpful for the travelers, although I think it's unnecessary for the government to withhold services that taxpayers are paying for.
It is interesting that everybody that had a negative comment about ICE was a woman. I don't know if there's a coincidence there, but probably not. They're all crazy lib women. But then we've got a guy that is going through the airport and he's just like, yeah, this looks like it's working out pretty good. I'd rather have him here than in Minnesota. But we have to remember that in Minnesota, people were absolutely going insane. Here at the airport, well, not here, I'm not at the airport, but at the airport, or any airport for that matter, people aren't screaming at the ICE agents, being in their face, spitting on them, twerking on them, throwing things at them, trying to run them over. Like, none of that is happening. So the ICE agents can actually, what's that phrase? Do their job.
There we have ICE agents at the airport checking bags. I can tell you I would much rather them do this than execute people in Minneapolis, that's for sure. Let them check bags, let them check ID. I'm all for it. I don't have a problem with it. I'd rather see them here than in Minneapolis executing innocent people, that's for sure. But I will say this, the lines are very low. So these ICE agents are, I guess it's working. I can't say it's not working, but I'd much rather them do this than do what they were doing in Minneapolis, that's for sure. I wouldn't say I'd give this guy a $50,000 bonus, but I don't really have a problem with this, I'll be honest with you, I don't. I don't think they're gonna harm innocent people by doing this, so I don't have a problem with it. Something that the Trump administration has done that I don't have a problem with right here. Easy peasy through the Phoenix airport. No lines. Thank you, ICE.
And of course, we can't leave out the liberal women that swim in the pool of madness every day. Let's check out what this lady wants to do with ICE at the airports. It's kind of stupid. Take a look.
I have an idea.
Okay.
At the airports.
Yeah.
Let's have 2 lines.
Okay.
One for all the anti-ICE people, and then one for the pro-ICE people.
What, are you retarded?
And let's see who goes through faster. Oh, and let's not give any water to the anti-ICE people because everyone knows you need water to make ice. And they don't like that.
Brother.
Women.
ICE is now in airports, and I just saw them detain a woman who had a child, and the child was screaming. Like, what are we doing? Like, what do you mean we're just going to take people and kidnap them?
Yeah. It's what happens when criminals with children finally get caught. It happens every day, lady. I don't understand why you're getting all bent out of shape because it's happening at the airport. I mean, I do. But, you know, at the same time, I don't. Granny is a little too old for the nose ring. Oh my gosh, it's only going to get worse because these ladies are never going to give up the septum ring. We're going to see 95-year-old, 100-year-old ladies rocking the septum ring and probably still dyeing their hair. Well, there's that one senator in Congress that is like, what, 88 or something? And she's got blue hair. She doesn't have any nose rings, but she's the exception. These people are so effing stupid. I would totally agree with that. And here's a little bit of lib logic.
Did you see that video? Trump deployed ICE to airports and now they're literally arresting women in front of their kids. Like, this is insane. This is what a dictatorship looks like. Okay, hold on. That's not what happened. No. Don't even. I saw the video. They tackled her at the airport in front of her daughter. She's an American. She's not. Oh, so now we're just denying reality. No, we're just adding context. She's from Guatemala. She's not a U.S. citizen. She's had a final deportation order since 2019. Okay, but why were they grabbing her at the airport? Because she was being deported. They were literally escorting her to a flight out of the country. And then she ran. She ran. Yeah, took off, caused a whole scene. That's why they had to restrain her. But this is only because Trump sent ICE to the airports. No, this happened a day before that, and it wasn't even an airport where ICE was deployed for TSA support. So it's not connected. No, not even a little. Okay, but the video does look bad. Yeah, videos without context usually do. Maybe don't form your entire opinion off a 10-second clip and a viral caption.
While the politician said disaster, the people at the airport said thank you. And the last skit you saw, well, it said pretty much everything else you need to know. The libs love taking everything out of context. It's what they do. And what I do is The Dave Show. And that is a wrap for today. If you enjoyed the show, let's do a hot chocolate. It really does help support the channel. And please subscribe, hit that bell, and maybe even a little hype. Well, until the next episode, my friends, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.